Good afternoon and welcome to the Compass Grounds for this round 4 clash from the FQPL competition. I'm James Coughlin here to bring you all of the action as Redlands United hosts Rochedale Rovers live on the brand new FQTV. It's been a slightly longer than anticipated off-season for both clubs, with the first 3 weekends postponed due to the flooding in southeast Queensland, but thankfully this weekend we are getting their seasons underway. For the home side, Redlands United, they were relegated from the National Premier League's competition last season on the final day with a 1-0 loss to local rivals Capalaba, and will be hoping to bounce back almost immediately. Technical Director Graham Harvey has taken over the mantle of head coach and will now take charge of the rebuilding project, promoting young local talent. And he will hopefully be looking to steer them up into the top flight after season 2022. Meanwhile, for Rochedale, they were FQPL runners-up behind the rampant Brisbane City last season, and they made some big moves to try and earn promotion in 2022. Some of the big names they've brought in include plenty of top-flight experience, including Marek Mardley, Alex Tabion, and Matt Lugo to help guide their push for promotion. Its new coach Ross Davidson has made the move over from Lions, where he was an assistant to Darren Syme. As you can see, the teams are lining up in the tunnel and just taking advantage of a few more minutes of shade. Let's check out the lineups as we await the players coming out. We have heard the referees whistle a couple of times, perhaps instructing them that it's time to head out, and judging by the looks on some of those faces, they certainly appear very eager to get out. So, for Redlands United, the goalkeeper, Joel De Cruz. Number 3, Max Ellinger. Number 7, Gil Santana. Number 8, Gabriel Hawash. 9, Ben Njai. 10, Rio Emoto. 12, Noah Hitchcock. 13, Angus Broderick. 15, Liam O'Brien. 17, James Bonamy. 19, the new signing, Ryota Sumiyoshi. And then on the bench, the backup goalkeeper, Ryan Govan. 11, Ryan Hughes. 14, Dean Alterio. 16, Nick Cecil. And number 18, James Metcalf. Already, the coach is Graham Harvey. He's got that team list in about 15 minutes ago. Meanwhile, for Rochedale, Ross Davidson has selected this lineup for his first outing as head coach. The goalkeeper, Matt Lugo, number 21. Number 4, Liam MacArthur. 5, Matthew Melville. 6, Jackson Rossi. 7, Gregory Cheshire. He'll be wearing the captain's armband. 11, Cooper McCormick. 15, Oliad Yinka Kahinde. 16, Cade McDermott. 17, Marek Mardley. 19, Scott Colson. 20, Alex Tabion. And then on the bench, the reserve goalkeeper, Ben Garzotto. Number 10, Alex Warrilow. 14, Michael Morrow. 18, Jamie Dibbs. He's just made the move from Redlands, so he might see a few familiar faces coming at him this time around. And then number 24, Aidan Bender, is the final substitute. You can see the players lining up, facing the basking in the it's officially autumn sunshine, but everyone who is living in southeast Queensland will happily admit that summer here really extends up to and including Easter. And there's the captain, Gabriel Hawash, who is also the head coach of the under-23 side at Redlands United, and Compass Grounds certainly looking a treat as we prepare for the opening encounter of season 2022. Before this weekend, the FQPL season was a mere 1 match old, as on the 25th of February, the one game that did go ahead was up in Mackay as Brisbane Strikers took on Magpies Crusaders United. That was a 6-3 win for Strikers. And you can check out all of the matches on the new home for Queensland Football Queensland TV, FQTV. We have some scores from the weekend which we'll run you through just as teams go through their final preparation. Caboolture celebrated their promotion with a 2-1 win over Southside Eagles. Southwest Queensland Thunder 3-2 over Western Pride. And Magpies Crusaders 3-1 over Sunshine Coast Wanderers. Ipswich Knights and Mitchelton are also underway as we speak. Of course, you're watching this on delay, in which case you may already know the final score of that match. So if you are watching on delay, no worries about spoilers there. Marek Mardley. He'll be the one given the honour of getting things underway. It'll be Rochedale kicking from left to right, from right to left, I beg your pardon. On your screen, and it is Mardley getting us underway. Rochedale having an early touch, and all the way back for Lugo, who was the goalkeeper in that epic 2020 FQPL Grand Final between Logan and Sunshine Coast Wanderers, and there is the first foul of the afternoon. Scott Coulson, the one felled. Chested down well. Yinka Kahinde trying to play it through. Mardley on the turn. It'll break for him here. He'll clip it to the back post. Yinka Kahinde, point blank, but offside. That was why he was so wide open. Oliade Yinka Kahinde having a first chance, and a little interplay from Rochedale down that near touchline. McCormick, Mardley, and Yinka Kahinde teaming up. So, Joel de Cruz. And we'll find the Rochedale bench. Wash getting it away, and there's Sumiyoshi battling for possession, the live wire player, and he could now break for Redlands, but coming across well in cover is MacArthur. Broderick coming inside and down Riomoto. Lugo's come out. The goal is wide open, and it's too far ahead of Sumiyoshi. Warning signs for both clubs in the opening 120 seconds here, as Lugo looks like he was caught in no man's land. Melville return, and looks like he's managed to win the throw-in. Launched forward to the advantage of no one in particular. Before it's finally brought under control, albeit briefly, as it's launched into the afternoon sky. There is FQTV, the digital home of football in Queensland. Looks like Broderick had stolen a few too many yards to the liking of our referee today. Santana just thread that pass through, but always not able to chase that one down. Just bringing that one now back under control. Now, looks like he was almost caught out and lunged for the ball. Something on the Redlands player. And Be a fair challenge by the referee. Ellinger, his clearance can find the heavy first touch, so it's still working out for the home side. Deft touch for Amoto. He's the star of this Redlands side. In the relegation campaign last year, he was still a must-watch proposition. Coulson can't get the bend on that ball for Mardley, and he's going to roll behind for another goal kick. Touched by Santana as bounce possibly caught him out a little bit. Coulson, a few yards himself, is throwing is mystically aimed for Yinka Kahinde. Kept in by Broderick. Moto deciding to switch play, and Hinde down in back play. Keep an eye on that one as right behind, and Melville able to keep it in and prevent the corner. Actually get a throw-in out of that. He plays it off Njai. Moto. Nice read by Tabion, and here comes Mardley. He's got an option out to his left. He might try and go himself though. Marek Mardley sending out to the far side as he whistle on the nearby field. Possibly caused a few players to freeze just for a second there as the ball is launched behind Gregory Cheshire. Here's Santana. Inside for Bonamy. Clipped ball forward. O'Brien. Trying to challenge Liam O'Brien and just forcing it. Extra kick of the ball for Rochedale. She might be able to keep it in, but this time the lunge just a little bit, and the trailing leg actually made sure that it went behind for another goal kick. Taken quickly, Tabion. He's able to recover. Something for the no-nonsense ball forward. That could be pounced on by Yinka Kahinde. Defended well by Broderick. And very well defended by Broderick as it goes behind for a goal kick for Joel de Cruz. De Cruz isn't yet 21, but established as the starting Redlands goalkeeper over the last 2 seasons, and this could be his 50th appearance for the club. Very unofficial stats over the last 2 seasons. But a wonderful show of faith in the young shot stopper. Keep him just told in no uncertain terms, just get away. It will be the left foot of O'Brien. Launches it in. Lugo coming to claim and definitely taken. And Lugo, and he'll look for the quick attack. Mardley flicking it on. Yinka Kahinde. Just couldn't bring it under control before the Redlands defence came swarming back. Barreled over. Free kick for Redlands is Njai. Couldn't stay up under the pressure from Tabion, and seeing him up close, I think Tabion would barrel over quite a few players. He's a big boy. There's another long shot in, and Lugo touching his hand by the looks of it. I'm not sure if that was from the take off the previous free kick. Anyway, Lugo play it with his feet and send it long, looking for Mardley. Touch off target. Clever little bit of footwork and a long range shot going in, and to Cruz, he's tipped it over. What a save! Both keepers caught out early, straying forward off their line, and Joel de Cruz had to get back and tip that one over, and that was a remarkable effort to not only get a hand to it, but tip it over the bar with Marek Mardley lurking. That will be the first shot on target. Comes the in-swing corner to the near post, headed away by Broderick before it's cleared by Hawash. Second attempt. Tried a long way back, and Rossi on the ball. It looks like it's going to be the first yellow card, as has been shown there for Liam MacArthur. That was a, we could call it necessary foul. Redlands having a few opportunities, long-range free kicks, but if they're put in the right area, they can cause plenty of stress for the Rochedale defence. Washington free header and aimed by Lugo. He's not going to hold on to it for too long as he sends it there, and to Cruz alertly heads it down. And O'Brien, beneficiary of that. And that one simply kicked away, but Cormick not even spoken to for that. Play on. Santana. Coming forward, and Rochedale through Mardley, who instead sends it all the way back. And now dispossessed well, Santana robs MacArthur. Coming across well in cover is Tabion. Olsen. Kahinde skipping inside, beats three players. Yinka Kahinde. Keeps it moving over to the other side. Cross in, looking for Mardley, and it's up in the air to Cruz. Opts to come and take it, because that was definitely not an intentional back pass. Santana. And might just be the angle where in front, but those sidelines a little bit tough to read. There's the players on the pitch, but require a bit of a better safe than sorry approach for some of the players, especially when they're looking into the setting western sun. Touch by Njai. He's find a Redlands shirt, and Kahinde could break into space. Mardley's trying to take advantage of it. He skips past the first challenge from Ellinger, and he dribble around, but Ellinger instead gets back. And Rob, the former Holland Park striker, one of a few clubs Marek Mardley has suited up for in his time in southeast Queensland. See the corner coming in on this near side. The options to aim for as they make their run, and it's a low driving ball to the near post and completely dealt with as MacArthur look at the shot past Hitchcock. Away by Hawash. MacArthur just push it back, Tabby on. Sunyoshi, nearest defender, and then the heavy touch allows O'Brien to play it over the sideline. Mardley bearing down. Take the ball off O'Brien, and he's onside. Flag has stayed down. Mardley plays it off Hitchcock for another corner for the visitors. Colson coming over to take. Corner can only find the head of Hawash. Cairns native. Some NPL silverware in his trophy cabinet, part of Western Pride in 2017. Remarkable grand final. Wenzel Halls with the late winner. Lovely, commentated on by Simon Smale. And, head on, and there was no one at the back post as the Cruise just invites Kahinde to chase it down before picking it up. Throw out, I beg your pardon, finds Amodo and Jai. Broderick. Long throw in into the box, finding a crowd of bodies, and it almost deflected straight in off Hawash. I'm not sure he was expecting it to land at his feet, and all he could do was just react and turn it towards Matt Lugo's goal. Colson put that left foot to good use, and he has done just that. Kahinde almost teeing up Mardley. Colson given the option to go on his left foot, so he's all back. Rossi. And Cheshire has been upended, and that's going to be another free kick. A whole lot that Sumiyoshi could do about that. Just pull down the Rochedale captain. Crowd of bodies around Joel De Cruz, who's the tallest goalkeeper, it has to be said. Just ask Matt Ryan about what it's like being an undersized keeper. It's driven in towards the near post, and De Cruz got down well. Make sure there was no rebound. Well, slightly more routine save than his first one. We got to flying back. Santana almost on a step, and long range shot taken on. It's James Bonamy. Couldn't keep that one on target, instead fires it over, so it's going to be a goal kick. Tabby on space to move forward, but less than ideal pass. However, quick thinking finds Colson in space. He almost has a clear path to goal. Instead, he'll try and play it around. Hinde was the target. Corner comes in, Colson for a different angle. It's not dealt with. It could fall now for Emoto. Playing it around for Emoto with the cross, and taken by Lugo as Santana was lurking. Still waiting for the breakthrough in this season opening FQPL match for Redlands United and Rochedale. This is for the bulk of the competition, the opening weekend. Strong challenge by Hawash. Jai. He's got Santana, but he'll go himself, and once again, just an optimistic chance. You almost get the feeling both coaches might have instructed their attackers to keep an eye on how far off their line their respective goalkeepers are. Tabby on. But the difference there between Yinka Kahinde and Coulson. Santana, I thought there might have been a teammate around him, but not to be. And well won by McCormick, exchanging passes. And now here's Mardley trying to curl it. Just not enough. Another chance, Marek Mardley. I don't want to give him a second sighting like that. Mardley only had a brief stint in FQPL in Holland Park, scoring 23 goals in 14 games before being plucked away by Lions. That's not a record. I understand why clubs in the state were looking at him. Impressive resume, all things considered. Actually, in the build-up to this game, he was saying he's a little bit sick of travelling and been based in Brisbane. His last two clubs were Penn Power in 2020 and Gold Coast Knights in 2021. So, looking at price at some of the servos on the way to the game today, you can understand why he was looking for something a little bit more local, and talking about just how happy he was to sign for a club like Rochedale and help them push for promotion. Connection with Lance Davidson for all to see, and I'm sure everyone from Rochedale will be very keen to see what he can do for them this year. In the meantime, let's see what Redlands can do with this attack, and well to cover is MacArthur, and some fancy footwork there from Matt Lugo just to get the attention of Santana. Bringing it under control. Wilson holding on to the ball for the time being. Coulson afforded a bit of space so far, as the second ball could almost find Mardley, but the tandem of Ellinger and Hitchcock able to knock the ball back to Cruz. Expertly brought under control, and now once again it's Coulson in plenty of space. He's got Yinka Kahinde in support. He'll wait for him to look for the cutback, and in the end, Broderick sends it behind for another corner. Through just about half an hour here at the Compass Grounds. Rochedale slightly shading things. Still very much up for grabs. The other ones have had their opportunities as well. Free header at the back post. And did just what you would expect them to do from there. Nodded into the ground, trying to make it as difficult as possible for the keeper, but bounce sent it over the crossbar. So another chance goes begging for the visitors. Read by MacArthur. Cheshire. There's going to be a free kick for the visitors. Sumiyoshi is the guilty party there. Left-footed delivery as we see a goal in the field beside the far touchline. And see a goal in the FQPL field as Colson drives it into the box and gets it to Cheshire, who couldn't bring it under control. And the counter-attack could be on. Would have been until Santana's heavy touch, and it looks like we could have an injury here now. As the Blaze has gone down. Oh, Rochedale. And it's going to be called as a drinks break. Just trying to read the number. Maybe Matthew Melville, perhaps, who's an injured player. So just a brief break in the action as McCormick, former Raw youth player, just checks on his teammate. That is Melville, who's going to have to take a quick break on the sideline as he was requiring treatment.
Just wait there until I signal you back on and you can come off the there, okay? We'll just wait till the ball's away. Let's go, guys!
So after about a 2-minute break for treatment, it looks like we will be back in action. Keep an eye on Melville, and he's recovering. McCormick sending it all the way out. Olsen. That we're going to have another. You can play for another injury. Is looks like it's Tavion who's injured, and that would be a huge loss if he's unable to continue, because he has been immense so far for the visitors. It's Tavion, licensed to roam forward, and it's definitely not what you want to see in the opening week of the FQPL season. That leg. We wait to see if there will be a change made. It will be the end of the afternoon for Alex Tabion, and there's two major of an injury. Always. play now as he gets underway, and it is Aiden Bender coming on in number 24. Placing injured Tabion. There's the substitute. Some early touches on the ball. Here and getting some instructions from his teammates as he just tries to acclimatise himself to the pace and conditions of the game. And a strong challenge in midfield, and we could see something break here for Yinka Kahinde. He's one-on-one with Broderick, cuts it back and deflected away at the near post, and it's going to be a corner, and we're going to see a yellow card shown now for Hitchcock. Hitchcock picking up his first booking of the season. Header for the Redlands defence as they're able to clear it away, although only briefly. That one's launched right back into the mix, and behind it goes as Hitchcock. We'll just see that one on the byline for a goal kick. Back up into, briefly, the Rochedale half. There we go. Taking on Njai, just for safety and sending it into a tree behind the Rochedale bench. For the goalkeeper to face their next test. The Crews only made one spectacular save. And it looks like we're setting up for a long throw-in from Broderick. Winding up, and up it goes. Not quite the distance on it that he might have been hoping for. Ellinger bringing it under control and trying to fashion a little bit of space for a cross, but very well defended by MacArthur. Yoshi's got to pounce on the loose ball. And now here's Mardley in space. He's got two defenders in front of him. What will he do? He might take it himself. Into the box, he'll slide it across just too far in front of McCormick. He's cleared away, and Bender just let that one bounce. Santana. Eventually the Rochedale defence recovered. Olsen now on the ball, driving forward. He has a bit of space. He'll take the shot on himself, and De Cruz gets down well for the save. So 5 minutes plus stoppages remaining here in the first half This FQPL round 4 clash. I'm James Coughlin, bringing you all the action on FQTV. It's lofted. Santana at the back post on the first touch. And he had stolen a step or two and flagged for offside. A little chip, but coming from it. And coming back now for a free kick. Looks like McDermott claiming he was caught late there by Bonamy. The player looking overly comfortable after that coming together. Some free kick taken quickly. Bender, the substitute. Colson. And strong work by Cheshire. He's on the opposite touchline, almost able to get the ball for Mardley. Rossi. Redlands unable to clear their lines. The free kick. There's going to be a yellow card shown for the players. Bonamy's stayed down after that. That was a full-blooded challenge. Long ball forward, trying to pick out Santana. Bender holds his ground well. Another long throw in from Broderick. I believe that yellow card was shown for Matthew Melville. Information there is good fall now as Emoto just got under that one a little bit. Moving to the final 30 seconds of the first half as Lugo restarts play. You can find a coaching course today at footballqueensland.com.au/coaches. Bender forward now, Colson. Cormick. Plenty of space to operate in. Big Hudnick. Blocked away. Colson now with the left foot, space to deliver and to cruise. Just beyond his outstretched arm. Hinde just for someone else to take the throw in, and McDermott happily obliges. Mardley finding the powerful option, and one has actually managed to stay in thanks to the deflection off the post. Mardley hadn't been able to stay onside. Time should have probably another minute or so after the injury stoppages for Melville and Tabion. Kahinde inside. For the benefit of Emoto, who almost picked the pockets of Melville, and both sides adamant they should have the throw in, and it goes the way of Rochedale. Dry expertly picks out Mardley. He's got Colson in support. Scott Colson, brilliant save there by De Cruz. Switch of play by Yinka Kahinde created what would have been the best chance of the game for either side. Mardley holding it up, Colson making the inside run. It's yielded another corner. And that's too powerful for everybody. And it bounces harmlessly over the sideline. It becomes O'Brien to take the throw in, and could be the final action of the first half. Won't be the final action of the first half, however, as Bender. Mr. Colson, who loses out for Emoto. Bender brings it under control, goes back for Lugo, and let it roll close to his goal, but he knew exactly what was going on. Here is Hawash. Forward for Yinka Kahinde, who stopped the ball in its tracks and was strong in the challenge, and that collision, which ends with a high five, is going to be the final action of the first half here at the Compass Grounds. Joel De Cruz making a couple of big saves to deny Rochedale the early lead. Otherwise, it's been a very even first half, and we'll be back with the second after these messages.
They say you can't choose your family, but you can choose your football family. A family has legends you look up to. And the up-and-comers. A family pitches in and works together as a team. We have the ones who keep us in check, and we motivate each other to be the best. Be the best! But it's my brothers and my sisters who always have my back. That's why even my real family love my football family. So what are you waiting for? Join our team. Come on!
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Vito Sports pride themselves on delivering top-quality, FIFA regulation-compliant goals. Each goal is made from durable, high-density, thick aluminium and then finished in a white powder coat. To provide quick delivery, Vito Sports stock all goals in this range within their Brisbane distribution warehouse, allowing customers to quote, order and deliver in a matter of days. If you'd like to inquire about the Vito Sports goal range, email us at admin@vitosports.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Compass Grounds here in Cleveland. I'm James Coughlin here, bringing you the action from this FQPL Round 4 clash, live on Facebook, YouTube, and most importantly, the brand new FQTV. It's scoreless through 45 minutes. Redlands goalkeeper Joel De Cruz pulling off a couple of really spectacular saves. A long-range effort as he tipped it over the crossbar before a close-range shot from Scott Colson late on in the first half. You can see one of the institutions of Redlands United in the background in the grey shirt with the high-vis vest. Ray Gardner, the media man, photographer, and jack of all trades. As Rochedale make their way out. Marek Mardley on debut for his new club in the number 17 shirt. And there is Jackson Rossi. Goalkeeper for Rochedale, Matt Lugo. He was actually almost caught out early in the first half off his line, but since then he's been cool, calm, and collected in between the posts. And 3 players going into. Let's wait and see if there are any halftime changes being made. We see one player coming on as the afternoon sunlight makes it just a little bit difficult to identify. Announcer, I believe I heard him say it was Ryota Sumiyoshi, player signed out of the QUT side in the local league. Looks like he was the one withdrawn, and the substitute has taken up station on that far touchline, so it would make sense in a like-for-like swap. We prepare to get underway in the second half. It will be Ben Njai and Rio Amoto bursting forward early on as a bit of a scripted move, and Amoto looks like it came off his hand, and it did. It looks like it was moving so quickly. Perhaps hoped he might have been able to get away with it, Rio Amoto, but the referee and his assistant were alert to the danger. So, maybe half a minute into the second half, we have the first free kick. I believe the substitute making his way on is Dean Alterio, number 14. Watches Rochedale launch that ball in towards the corner. Mardley giving a chase. And full well, he's going to come off second best there. Cheshire back, and Melville, one of 3 players on a booking in that first half, is Yinka Kahinde. Does really well to get by a few players. Down he goes, and there's a penalty. Yinka Kahinde is taken down by Hitchcock. And he got some fast footwork to get by Bonamy and O'Brien. And there's going to be a chance now for Rochedale to take the lead. Opening minutes of the second half, and it is Marek Mardley. He steps up against De Cruz. And the prolific goal scorer, Marek Mardley, opens his account for Rochedale Rovers with a cool, calm and chipped penalty. Visitors have the lead here at the Compass Grounds. Kahinde, who won the penalty. O'Brien to take the throw in. Wash. Getting it for O'Brien, and O'Brien with a second bite there. A little bit of frustration kicking in. Okay. Final warning for Liam O'Brien. Player back with Redlands, however, and Yinka Kahinde, well, he's certainly come out firing in the second half. Moto, he's barreled over in midfield. Advantage coming now for Redlands, and nothing really comes from it as Ontario picks up the free kick. And I have to say, it's been a bit of a feisty opening 5 minutes before the second half as Scott Colson gets a talking to. Just making sure don't lose control of this match. Always into the box, headed away by Rochedale. Colson looking long. Mardley battling for the ball and using his strength really well against Broderick, and thought he might have been fouled. Stopped playing, and now this could open up a chance. Here's Alterio down the side. Njai with a heavy touch in the box, and that's the first offender, but not the second. Bonamy for Santana to exchange the 1-2 with Njai. Nothing coming from that. Kahinde. Dermott. Throwing, taking position for the visitors. They try and double their advantage. Hardley using his body well, but Ellinger a bit of flexibility to play it behind for a corner. Swinging corner towards the back post, and a pair of Redlands players were there, headed away by Broderick, but it still falls for Yinka Kahinde and denied by De Cruz. Excellent reflex save by the Redlands shot stopper. It's come at the cost of the corner, but Rochedale, not sure what Ross Davidson said to them at the start of the second half, but certainly worked wonders so far. Obviously low delivery. It's Bit of a scramble there, and Cheshire's turned it in. It's 2-0. And Gregory Cheshire, working in tandem with Marek Mardley, able to get it through a sea of legs. 52 minutes in, Rochedale have a 2-0 lead. That was the low corner with Mardley just causing havoc. After the Crews made a spectacular save. It's going to be the goal of the next attempt. There's Alterio inside, fellow substitute. Could they get one back straight away? Olsen. Taking it long, Mardley. We have a ball kicked out. As Rochedale actually were the ones who had the throw in. So the ball was a little bit flat by the looks of it. Bender. Not too much with it. Here is Santana. With the shot down there, and Njai from point blank range sends it over the bar. Lugo got down well for the first save, but the deflection was right there for Ben Njai. And over it goes. And that was as good a chance as Redlands have had all afternoon. And of course, there is plenty of action going on around the grounds as well on FQTV. If you are tuning in on Facebook, you can catch up the new home of digital football in Queensland. The Raw taking on Logan Lightning at Underwood Park. Mardley, fancy a chance himself, but Hawash, excellent defending, got back up for the second tackle and ended that Rochedale attack before it could cause too much stress. And substitutes once again, Alterio and Bender going at it. For Santana, cuts back on the right foot and blocked away by MacArthur, and is able to save the corner as well, Liam MacArthur. Some chance now for Angus Broderick. A long throw in. And it could fall as we've got a free kick given away. Another long throw in. Angus Broderick, he joined Redlands for his under-14 season and has now been at the club for nearly a decade. So it's very common among this Redlands United first team. The best of the area. Some of the action coming your way from the grounds on FQTV. If you are tuning in on Facebook, we've got the Raw and Logan Lightning still scoreless, 20 odd minutes in. The FQPL Women's, Brisbane City 2-1 over the Gap. So a spectacular goal scored there. There's Njai. Skips past the challenger of MacArthur, who is on a yellow. And cutting it back, Amoto taking the shot on. It's blocked away by Rossi. Terrio. It's on the left foot, but blocked away. Mardley trying to compete with Hawash there, and he's felled, but that's going to be play on. Cheshire skipping past a couple, and Ellinger. Excellent challenge as it goes over the sideline. There's a ball and all tackle, I think it's operative expression there. Space once again. Rochedale to mount another attack. Kahinde. Space to operate. Out wide it goes. Cheshire. Fed by McCormick. Cheshire on the ball. He'll take the shot on first time. And fires it over the bar. Cruz restarting play. First to it is Cade McDermott. Finding Cheshire. Hardley just can't bring it under control. And long, and Alterio bringing it under control, but a no-nonsense challenge by Bender. Down goes Njai, and that's going to be a free kick. So can Redlands find their way back into it? William O'Brien to deliver with half a dozen players to aim for, and Moto just thinking about it for a second. Instead, he's going to keep an eye on Yuki Kahinde for the counter-attack. Low ball. Trying to pick out Santana. Lugo's off its line and acrobatic catch. Positioning himself on the back of a couple of Redlands players. Possible take there by Matt Lugo. Obviously, if you've watched Rochedale, you might be wondering where Tom Carroll is. He's in with a meniscus injury, so that opened up the opportunity for Lugo. Kahinde through now. Mardley. Defended by Hitchcock, and Awash sends it away. Here's O'Brien. Trying to get that long searching diagonal ball. And Dinka Kahinde was offside, making sure he wasn't playing at the ball, and we will have a stoppage for that. Ontario is very lively since his introduction at half-time. He'll be the one to make something happen for Redlands. Cheshire dispossessed. Ontario. Yeah, beautiful ball now, Santana. He makes something happen, tries to cut back, but well defended once again. Melville. And the defender strides forward and able to try and start an attack. Mardley, he'll take the shot on himself, trying to get by to Cruz at the near post. Jai. Now space for Emoto. Santana is free at the back post. Can he find him? And he played the cutback to the top of the 18-yard box. And Santana had made his run towards the goal mouth. Just running the ball up, waiting for some support. Afraid of a challenge back, Mardley. A few cards during his career, some of them red. That will be the end of the shift for Cade McDermott. Coming on is 10 Alex Warlow. That's the second substitution made by Ross Davidson. Flag has gone up. Redlands not wanting to waste any time, getting the ball back into play. And Lugo not going to reach his 18-yard box, so he comes out to deal with it himself with the clearance. And here is the substitute, Warlow. Kahinde battling, and a star this afternoon, i.e. Yinka Kahinde. It's going to be a free kick. Well, there, Mardley with the header. Most challenging save of De Cruz's career, but Mardley getting up, leaping the defender. Defender takes the header. Now a double change coming up for Redlands United. Wash is one player to be replaced. And we'll just await confirmation on who the second departure is. And one of the substitutes coming on is Ryan Hughes. He will be joining the attack. Slotting him in defence. Substitute is Nick Cecil, the striker, coming on. Kahinde once again is causing all sorts of trouble. Cecil describes himself as old-fashioned number 9 striker, which trailing 2-0 with just over 20 minutes to go. It's the sort of play you'd love to be able to call on. control as Marlowe just watches that one go by. There is the substitute Hughes. Bender dispossessed and a lunging challenge, and that's going to be a booking shown there. Through the frustrations of Scott Coulson, who adamant that he got the ball. He will become the third Redlands United player to go into the notebook. It looks like the other player withdrawn, which we'll get to in a second. See this free kick as McCormick launches it away. Mardley a little bit creative. Looks like it is Ben Njai who has been withdrawn as Cecil. Got through 3 defenders. Did a pretty good job getting by 2 though. Bollinger taking it away from Mardley, and comfortable head start in that race, and he's able to play it off the Rochedale striker for the throw-in. One thing that has stood out talking to from both of these clubs in the build-up to this match is the fact that other clubs have been hit quite hard with the recent flooding in southeast Queensland. Has impacted both of them as well, but we are able to get back and play football. But I encourage you to check out the Football Queensland and Brisbane Roar flood recovery efforts. Ontario can't get by Bender. Yes, check out the fundraising programs going on for FQ and the Roar as we try and get some of these local clubs back in action. You would have seen the news stories about Mitchelton, Brisbane City, Eastern Suburbs, Wynnum Wolves, just to name a few. Obviously, we'll go through the full list. That would probably take up the final 20 minutes, but also a good reminder, if you can, get out and support your local club. They're all going to be running their own fundraising recovery efforts. Here comes the corner. Headed away by Coulson. McCormick. Of course, should also go without saying, a big thanks to the volunteer army that helped with the cleanup in coming days as Yinka Kahinde. Looks like he's ready to call it an afternoon. He had gone to ground. He's already signalling to the bench, but seeing the footage and photos from the volunteers getting out and helping clean up the clubs is an encouraging sign after what was a pretty horrible weekend. So the former Olympic and Holland Park man, I'll lead Yinka Kahinde, who has been so far through the first 70 minutes. A standout performer. Looks to be Michael Morrow making his way on. Lugo will get us back underway. This is the opening weekend of FQPL. Brisbane City 3-1 over the Gap at the moment, and Mitchelton 4-1 over Logan Lightning. Once again, so big and strong, just bounces off the challengers as Warlow was the one was able to dispossess him eventually, which I suppose would be impressive considering he's a teammate. And now the crowds look like they might be starting to settle in, but I'm not mistaken, that would be the 3 substitute windows. Cooper McCormick hobbles away. Tavion was substituted in the first half, McDermott and then Yinka Kahinde. That's 3 substitute windows. And Davidson just telling him you're going to have to tough it out. And a free kick in the way of Rochedale. Santana just off some assistance to defenders where the ball is going and headed over the sideline. The substitute just watches on. O'Brien holding down the forward at left back. Pressure looking up for the back post, and the shot, was it a cross? It was either way very close to going in as it sailed beyond that far post. The tally in front of me, it's a very different story in the second half. Rochedale creating plenty of chances. Redlands 15 minutes to find a way back into the match. Here's Alterio forward for Emoto. The left foot and dealt with well by Bender. If he didn't get ahead to that, Santana was lurking at the back post. Nodded clear. O'Brien for Bonamy and headed on by Ellinger. Coulson didn't quite wrap his foot around it, perhaps the way he would have hoped, and that's going to go over the sideline for Redlands throw-in in position for Angus Broderick. You can try and launch it into the box, and you can see some tall timber heading forward. Ellinger. It's chested down. Some domestic shouts for handball. Broderick dealing with Rossi. Still alive and taking the shot on. Fantastic save by Lugo. And Redlands feel like they should have had a penalty. One of the players was felled in the box. It was a late coming together, I beg your pardon. This is Noah Hitchcock, the 20-year-old. Lugo with an excellent save. Keep Redlands at bay. At the expense of a corner. Goes in towards Lugo, and he can only punch it clear, and Bender gets it at the second attempt. And Broderick sliced that one over the sideline. And Harvey cutting a frustrated figure. And clearance very least gave Rochedale a bit of territory. These back passes covered by Hitchcock. 4 minutes remaining here at the Compass Grounds. James Coughlin bringing you through all the action. Round 4, but the opening weekend of the FQPL competition, full opening weekend. Melville just playing it back for Lugo to launch long, and actually it finds its way to the Cruz. He's had a couple of pretty impressive saves this evening, despite being beaten twice. Santana looking to take it first time. Arthur just drives it clear. Santana, the flag had gone up, and Bender was knocked over by Santana. I'm just happy to see a few more minutes at the end of the clock as Lugo and Santana, the former Logan teammates, just exchanged some pleasantries. They were together at Perry Park on November 27th, I want to say, 2020. And Logan defeated South West Queensland 2-1 in extra time. Jed Brown with the 87th minute equaliser that night, and still going around for Logan. Coleman tries to use his shoulder to bring that down. Bonamy now wearing the armband. There goes Morrow. He might have a bit of pace to burn, but get around Hitchcock. Ontario. Now forward, Amoto. Plenty of space to size up his options. He'll try and slide it back. Alterio taking the shot on. It's off the post. He might have taken a touch on the way through. And Rochedale. Real scare. And Ian Alterio, the Cairns product from Mariba United. So close to giving the home side Redlands a chance in the final 10 minutes. Corners are starting to mount up now for Redlands. Comes the delivery towards the back post, and Lugo takes that one comfortably, and it looks like he's taken a knock somewhere, and it's on the upper inner thigh. And he looks like he's in real trouble there, Matt Lugo. And the time will continue. Treatment is bringing some scores from around the grounds. A raw 1-0 over Logan Lightning. Sunshine Coast Wanderers Penn Power have just kicked off. It was 3-1 in the FQPL Women's. Brisbane City over the gap. Just kicked off up at Ballinger Park. So once this one is done, you can flick over on NPL TV, beg your pardon, FQ TV. Old habits die hard. Just trying to see what happened to Lugo. I was tracking the ball, he leapt up for it there, and looks like he just landed quite awkwardly, his legs splitting. And the foul was eventually blown as Hitchcock was possibly altered Lugo's landing. So just await the treatment. As mentioned before, Lugo covering for the injured Tom Carroll, injured his meniscus, and Davidson just decided to bring in a little bit of experience. The surgery, it's a long process and they don't want to have to rush him back. And now can Rochedale hold on against what should surely be a fast finishing home side, Redlands? Raw Logan game. The opening goal was scored by Eli Adams. Through some build-up work from Cyrus Demi by the looks of it. Alterio. Now back for O'Brien. A beautiful ball through. Here's Alterio, and he pulls his shot wide. Dean Alterio, that was as good a chance as you will get. He's had a couple of chances now. As you would expect early in the season, you might see a little bit of fatigue setting in, and that is going to be a yellow card for McCormick for the not even close to subtle shirt pull. More Rochedale players into the notebook. Oh, and I think he would say it's probably better than changing it. It did look like a very tired effort. This is pre-season fit and he's match fit, and will come about. The latter will come about with minutes in the legs. There's a header. It's just wide. Lugo able to claim that. The entire Rochedale bench is just hoping right now no more injuries. Another free kick given away. Addressing the free kick. Lugo just setting the wall. Moving towards the back post. Headed back across and is cleared away briefly by MacArthur. Only as far as Ellinger though. It could now fall. Hitchcock taking the shot. It's blocked and then cleared away. And the counter-attack could be on in plenty of space. Here is Gregory Cheshire with the substitute cues and saved by De Cruz. And Cheshire came so close, and Warrilow in space at the back post going by and showed just a bit too much for De Cruz. Not that it would have amounted to anything, because that was again offside against the Rochedale substitute. Challenge in midfield with Rossi on the advantage, and now Mardley take advantage of the touch from Hitchcock. Just looking for some support. Not a lot coming, so he'll happily take it to the corner flag and go down for the free kick. Marley just taking his time. Wry smile. And it looks like it will be Marley to take because nobody's really coming up, and eventually Morrow does. No, they've just got to see it out with the 2-goal lead. And over the sideline it goes. 2 minutes plus what should be a fair chunk of stoppage time. And down goes Alterio. And he's knocked over by Melville, and I believe that is his second yellow card as the Redlands players are protesting, and that is going to be a red card for Matthew Melville. He is making his way off, and he'll take the long way around. So, could this set up some late drama? Matthew Melville sent off for a second yellow card. And there we go, down to 10 men Rochedale. Redlands have been pushing lately. Can they find a breakthrough to give them hope as we approach second half stoppage time? As Lugo confidently comes out to claim it. Mardley, he knows what to do in this situation. And he's won the corner for Rochedale. I'm sure this will be the most attacking of approaches, but Mardley just a bit of a talking to. The referees managed this game impeccably so far this afternoon. Just to where it's due. Melville, you can see, making his way back to the dressing rooms behind the fence. Bonamy. Cecil. Getting the free kick. Giving Redlands a chance. O'Brien for the delivery again. Redlands just taking the time to get it right. There will still probably be another 3 or 4 minutes of stoppage time by my watch. Flicked in Lugo, well off his line. Taking care of business himself, and he's felled Bonamy. As it's known in the Goalkeepers Union, confident command of your box. Santana heading it back. Here's Bonamy back on his feet, getting the shot on, and down he goes. And we have a late penalty. Hitchcock goes to ground as it was Rossi. Going to go through the back. And Rio Omoto not wanting to waste any time with this. So, Redlands with the extra man could give themselves something to chase. As we approach 92 minutes played, Matt Lugo will need to be strong on his debut for Rochedale. Omoto go. Omoto steps up, puts it into the bottom corner. It's 2-1, game on at the Compass Grounds. Lugo held onto the ball for as long as he could before eventually giving it up. So in the 92nd minute, Redlands have a lifeline. The 10 men of Rochedale. Madley Send it all the way back. It's 2-1. And that's giving the ball straight away. Redlands now with a chance for a quick fire double. Bender. Strong in the challenge. Taking away from Alterio. O'Brien. Here, Santana with the acrobatic attempt. I think Cheshire just kicked that one into his own face, but it could break now for Rochedale, and tried to chip De Cruz from range. Never really had the height. So now the Redlands keeper will launch it forward. Cecil battling for the ball. Hughes and Santana. And anywhere will do for Rochedale. Almost 94 minutes played. De Cruz, long once again. Santana. Lifted by Colson. Colson might have to watch what he says. He is on a yellow card. So O'Brien. Just about every Redlands player forward by the looks of it. For De Cruz and Roderick. He's got plenty of targets to aim for. And it comes towards the back post, and it's behind for a goal kick. And I have to admit, from my vantage point, I thought that came off one of the three Rochedale players in the vicinity, but the referee had a much better line of sight, so I won't question that. Here we go. Take as long as he is allowed. They can't get underneath, but second ball by Rochedale and just kicked into space. Morrow putting on the afterburners. And just holding it. And Morrow's effort is enough. It is 2-1 Rochedale Rovers over Redlands United. The 10-men visitors hold out for the season opening win. Marek Mardley opening the scoring in the 48th minute from the penalty spot after Yinka Kahinde had been fouled. Cheshire got the advantage not long after that. And a late penalty from Rio Emoto. Gave the home side life, but Matthew Melville sent off. They could not get themselves back into it. And James Coglin's been a pleasure bringing you all the action. Stay tuned on FQTV for all of the Queensland football action. We'll see you next week.